Yo guys, welcome back to the channel. You will have just seen my little recap video on what I've been doing on the Micra, just a few little jobs. I haven't filmed anything that I've done for a while, but today I am going to fit the mirrors. I'm going to put them back in the standard place. I originally bought them with the intention of putting them on the bonnet, but I just think without the over fenders they look a bit strange, so I'm going to fit them in the factory position. So I've got these mirrors. As you can see, it's just a nut and bolt that holds it on, but the problem is there's nowhere to bolt it onto once I've taken the standard mirror off. So what I've done is I've made a little template. You can see from my awesome drawing on there. Yeah, so I've made a little template. This is basically to make a new base plate for the mirror. Yeah, what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a sheet bit of metal, and then for now I'm just going to put nuts and bolts through it to bolt it to the car, and then drill another hole to bolt it. Yeah, basically bolt it the mirror to the base plate. I'll show you exactly what I mean now. So as you can see, there's just a big hole where the adjuster was and the 3 holes. So what I'm going to do is cut a bit of metal that shape. It's actually quite, yeah, so that shape, and then I'll drill 3 holes and bolt it through the standard holes, and then drill another hole and bolt it through. Yeah, basically bolt it through the bit of metal. So what I'm going to do, I built that template, and then I'm going to cut it out of metal. I got this old road sign. I didn't steal it, I promise. It was already in the garage when I started renting it, so somebody else probably stole it. But yeah, I'm going to make use of it. So yeah, what I'm going to do, I'm going to draw around that, and then cut that out with the angle grinder. Then figure out where the holes need to go, drill the holes, then drill a hole for the mirror, and then we'll paint the bit of metal I've cut out in black, and then I'll probably nip up into town and find some bolts that I can use and bolt it all together. But yeah, that's the plan, is just make two of these, drill the holes out, bolt the mirror to them, bolt them to the car, and we're good to go. And yeah, the good thing about these mirrors is, like, that's a standard mirror, and it's all scratched anyway, so it looks a bit tatty, and but it's actually quite heavy compared to the ones that I'm putting on it. These ones are really, really light, which is good, and I think they'll look a lot better. So yeah, I'm going to crack on with this, and we'll pick it up once I've cut out the templates. So I've just drawn around the template. I just basically stuck that on there and drew around it. Little tip is put your straight edge right against the edge, and then it's just one side less that you need to cut out. I've got this battery powered angle grinder that I've not used yet. I bought it as a set. It was like a drill and an angle grinder together for 110 quid from Machine Mart. No idea how good it'll be yet, but hopefully it'll do the job. I'll possibly maybe do a review on it after I've used it a few times, because I've got a few jobs to do with the drill as well. And yeah, basically I don't have any power here, so I had to invest in this, just because otherwise I have to wait until my friends are free so I can use their garage and stuff. So I just bought this. Hopefully it'll do the job, and then, yeah, I'll do a review on it later. But yeah, I'm just going to cut around it now. Just a little tip if you're going to try these, is just stick the straight edge there. And I don't think the company that I bought the mirrors off do the mirrors anymore, or do the exact ones that I do, but they do like a massive range of mirrors. So I'll stick a link in the description below so you can check them out if you want to have a look at the mirrors and maybe get some for yours. But yeah, I'll get these both cut out now, and we'll measure up the holes for it. I've got it all cut out. It fits pretty much perfect. As you can see from that, the template came out I managed to cut it pretty much exactly the same size as the template. This corner was a bit of a bitch to get around, but I just went round it slowly. The angle grinder did really well. It's it obviously doesn't spin as fast as one that plugs into the mains, because I've got a mains one there, but yeah, so you can't put as much pressure on it, otherwise it stops. But it did all right. If you just could take it nice and slow, it was fine. And then I've just gone around the edges and cleaned up the edges, so there's no rough edges. I'll just go around that with a file as well, just to get the final bit off. But it's all right. And then I've just held it up against the car, and then put the pen. I got it to where I wanted, and then just poke the pen through the holes. So I'll drill the holes out 8.5 mil. Sorry, no, 6.5 mil. Yeah, so drill 6.5 mil holes in all three of these. Then I'll put it back up and make sure it's right, and then I'll drill the hole for the mirror. So I've got all the both plates made up now. I've tapered the holes to make way for the bolts so they sit flush, and I've also sprayed the bolts black so that they don't show up quite as badly. So yeah, I've just sprayed, give them a quick spray over, just so that they blend in with the plates more. And then so I'm gonna just try and fit the first one now, bolt it all up, and then I'll show you how it all bolts in. I'm gonna use the original seals off the original wing mirrors. What I'm going to do is my wing mirror is going to bolt through the plate about here, so I'm just going to cut this out, basically cut that in a section out, so that I can get to the nut on the other side to tighten my wing mirror to the base plate, and then just leave the rest of the seal intact, and that'll bolt up behind this plate just like that, and it'll seal the base plate to the car and stop all the air noise coming in through the back of the plate. Centre cut out, as you can see. I've just cut a bigger hole here so that I can get to the nut on the other side of this one. The other thing I need to do is, I don't know if you can see, but these little lumps basically locate it to the original wing mirror in these little holes. Yeah, in that hole there and there. So I'm just gonna, because obviously I don't have the holes in this back of this base plate, I'm just gonna trim these off so that it sits flush against the gasket, and then it should be ready to go back on. That's it all bolted back up. As you can see, that's the stud coming through for the mirror to hold it to the base plate, and then these ones are your nuts that hold in the back of the bolts that are holding the base plate to the car. It went on nice and easy. It's all square. Yeah, it's pretty cool, and I love the look of it. To be honest, if you wanted a cleaner look, you could weld studs to the back of the plate, and then just have nuts holding it in, rather than doing it this way. But I quite like the exposed bolt look, just because it's a track car. I don't mind it looking a bit like DIY. So yeah, this is what it looks like on. That's the mirror. I think it looks pretty cool. Yeah. So I'll chuck the other side back on now and show you what it looks like with both of them on. So I've got both the mirrors on now. Super happy with the way it looks. Actually, it looks really cool. I'm quite glad I didn't put them onto the wings in the end. But yeah, they look awesome. Really happy with how they turned out. They took a little bit of work, but it's worth it. I think when you make something, it always comes out a little bit better than just buying it off the shelf. So yes, super happy with the way they've turned out. I'll get some close-up shots for you now, so you can see exactly how they look. And if you want some similar mirrors, I'll stick a link to the shop where I bought these. I think they've discontinued this shape of mirror, but there are some similar ones. So yeah, go check them out. And yeah, catch you in the next video. Peace out.